chat in just a minute. As soon as I start seeing you guys rolling in, there may be a bit of a delay, but I'm okay with that. That's okay with me. Let's go to this scene, and then it's just me. See if how long on the other system. That's some crazy stuff. We'll see if it can even hold up under the weight of all this insanity. Hey, there you go. Look at that. I got a little bit of horror lighting, a little bit of up lighting, but that, it could be worse. Could be worse. So hi everybody. Hello and welcome. Much love to all of you. Do you guys see me okay? Is everything up and running? And there you go. We should be okay. I think we should be functioning. Hey, good to see you. Look at this. Somebody's already voting. That's fantastic. I'm very proud of you guys. I really, really am. I'm gonna put this down here where I can look it straight at you. We're back. So this is, I don't 100% trust my setup today because I rolled in here because I had work to do. Went through my whole COVID test. I'm literally, I cannot be found without a can of Lysol and some wipes and all this stuff because I had to be under strict protocol so I could work and not share any germs with anybody that didn't deserve it, and nobody does. And so there's lots to this that, what it is will come out later. I'll let you guys, it's kind of a secret. So, but I was filming all morning. It was really fun. Good comedy stuff. And then I don't know how many people saw my tweet storm freak out silliness this morning, which was a good time. It truly was. I had this. It was very strange. I had a one of those. I think we all have weird sleep cycles. I don't know how many of you folks. And by the way, I hope the sound effects they're going to be back, and I hope they're not too loud as part of this goes. And I think
exceeded all standard.
Okay, I think you guys can hear that. That right? Did you guys hear that voice? I think that was pretty solid. No video. That's weird because I'm definitely up on video. I mean, it might be crap, but it's there. Blank screen? No? Anybody? Because I see a screen going out, so God forbid. Stand by and have a beverage. Do you have it? Yeah. You guys see me okay? Now I'm confused. I'm not. It's always funny looking at so Periscope's live. It is definitely up and running. There's, yeah. And you guys can see me? Yes. Okay, good. All right. There's, some funny stuff. Yeah, the Twitter storm was, so this morning, Trump in his, roid rage flip out, because they've got him on dexamethasone, which suppresses your immune system, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's not, that's not an exciting thing. I mean, like it's necessary. It's a necessary evil. But one of the things that I think people just don't grasp is that every treatment, there are no situations where it's all upsides. You understand? Yay, there we go. There's no situation where everything about, your treatment at the doctor's, like surgery, even just like kind of normal mild surgery, opens up your body to the outside air, which is not something it likes. It's a wound, no matter how sterile it was done, right? There's always this, there's always a backlash in your system to this stuff. Audio's weird. Is it because I'm loud or quiet, or is it because there's weird sound effects in the background, which is totally going to be normal? Yes, and he is going to crash like a son of a bitch in the next couple of days, probably tomorrow, and they'll be tweeting on his behalf. So it's kind of choppy and laggy. That's I'm sorry, guys. That's just going to be the sort of the price of production today. Let me see if I don't think I can lower the. Let's see. I lowered the high quality bit rate thing, and hopefully that makes it be a little faster. If not, we'll just kind of. Twitch has no video. That's weird. Is it just not up, or there's just no video there? It may not be that Twitch, bless its heart, may just decide it's mad at me because of the quality issue. It's in and out. It's only hear every other sentence. Ah, I see. But some people see it perfectly fine. It's very curious. Excellent. I'm not in a bunker, although I'm not above a bunker, once in a while. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that. Audio's good. Yeah. See? Okay. So there's a lot to this I can't handle that's all on that regard. Twitch says I'm online. Should be good. 1920 got about 2,000 kbps going out, 30 frames making. I don't care. I don't want a local recording anyways. That might be part of the problem. So I see. So there's a little bit of jaggediness. Okay, bit rate's popping back up. All right, we'll see this. All right, so hopefully we'll limp through today. I apologize for the quality. I'm on the road, and this will always be a bit funky. So there's video. Excellent. Okay, cool. We'll all get caught up. Thanks. Can't stop lying. Yeah, it might just be that, throughput needs to. Sometimes the video feed just needs to muscle everybody out of the way. You know what I mean? I did stand up last night at Flappers alone with the opener and the staff. So there you go. Audio's in and out. Freezing. No audio. That's right. Okay. Just don't get on another boat. No, I won't. Not anytime soon. Although the irony that I'm having probably a better quality issue. Let me do this. I might save myself some issues too, but here, give me one more second. That clears out the comments, and it annoys me, but hopefully this is ta-da-da. I lowered the standard just a little bit, and hopefully this made it better as we go. I'm at 720. I know you guys don't get to see every pore in my face, but this might be back. Okay, so we'll give it yes, fine, good now, all good, excellent, good. There, now I'm seeing it. Okay, voila! I do not have any of my normal sound effects, but I've got very limited sound effects. I know you guys appreciate that. We'll see if I have any, that I can gather along there. But the audio and video's in sync, and that's all that really matters. So let me bring up this guy right here. So here's this Dr. Sean Connolly. And, yeah, it's a good time. So we're going to go through his little statement right here. And this dude gets more Mike Pence every day. Is it just me? Because honest to God, I should probably move this camera over here because I look like I'm looking the wrong way. Understand this, Moneypenny. So, yeah, Dr. Sean Connolly. He's not a medical doctor, which is very interesting. And so they, probably they get him because he's a naval doctor or whatever, and he has to follow orders. So if you want somebody to, if you want a real doctor to get you illicit drugs, that's hard to do. It's difficult. It really is. It's a tough one. But if you want a, somebody who has to follow orders, where the commander-in-chief says, "Get me some Pervitin," just like Hitler had, and crush it up and put it in a smoothie. I was just following orders. It's super important. So here we go. Let's go through this nonsense. He does have a face. And by the way, why is he wearing a mask? Does he hate America? What's happening? Okay, guys, let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. I'm Mike Pence from 1971.
Thank you for being here.
Well, yeah.
Over the past 24 hours, the president has continued to improve.
So he looks like shit, and he sounds like shit, and he's very raspy, and you're doing these weird little videos to make him seem normal, and you're staging photographs. So how bad was he?
He's met or exceeded all standard hospital discharge criteria. He'll receive another dose of
no, he hasn't. And secondly, they're not discharging him. They are not. No, there's no audio in this?
As of you're here today.
It looks like there's audio going out. Can you guys hear him? You guys can hear him, right? Okay.
And then we plan to get him home.
home. Yeah, he's not going home. He's going to the White House, which is the people's house. Yeah.
It's been more than 72 hours since his last fever.
Yeah, that's because he's on steroids. And by the way, they're going to probably say something about him, you know, that being part of the discharge and that he's not on any fever reducers like ibuprofen or any stuff like that. Nonsense. The steroids they've got him on will do that. They'll suppress your immune system and make and lower your fever.
Levels, including ambulatory saturations and his work of breathing, are all normal. Though he may not entirely be out of the woods yet.
Oop, there's a little admission. A little truth just squeaking out. Look at that.
The team and I agree that all our...
The team and I. The team that includes 4 pulmonologists, 4 heart doctors, 2 epidemiologists, this dude, and then a bunch of nurses, half of whom aren't there because they're treating the president.
Evaluations, and most importantly, his clinical status, support the president's safe return home, where he'll be surrounded by world-class medical care 24/7.
Right. So he's not going home because nobody goes 24/7 world-class medical care. Okay. Sorry. Is when you're discharged from the hospital, do you live in a hospital? Because he lives in a hospital. The president lives in a hospital. They have an ICU. They have a regular hospital room. They have everything they would need to triage and treat dozens of people, okay? Not just the president. I mean, they got everything they would need for him for a month. All kinds of stuff. But this, like, what home has 24/7 round-the-clock medical care, world class? The nerve to say world class. Yeah, he sounds like an ad for the Villages.
I'd like to bring Dr. Dooley.
Also a golf course. A place for Don.
To review some more specifics.
Yes, he is still contagious.
Good afternoon. Just a brief update this morning.
Great. He's raspy now. That's a good sign.
As Dr. Connolly mentioned, the president continues to do very well. His vital signs this morning were notable for a temperature of 98.1. His blood pressure was 134/78. A respiratory rate of 17 respirations per minute. His heart rate was 68 beats per minute.
And a squirrel just ran by in the background. Did you guys see that? Did you see the squirrel? Hold on. Look over his left shoulder.
17 respirations per
there
minute.
He is. Look at the little sucker. Hi, buddy.
68.
How you doing? Look at that little guy. You're adorable. Look at the little squirrel. Squirrel! They're doing that on purpose.
Beats per minute. And his last oxyhemoglobin saturation was 97% on.
Okay, so unassisted. So all these things, they've been treating him for 3 days. God willing, he should be relatively normal. But also, keep note of the fact that he just gives you all these details, right? He gives you his heart rate, his blood oxygen level, his breathing, all these kind of aspects, his temperature. And then later on, they're going to go, yeah, but I can't tell you those. I can't those. Those are not these. Yeah, no. They'll tell you later. There's a lot of stuff they can't tell you.
Mayor, he currently does not endorse any respiratory complaints, and
he does not endorse any respiratory complaints. Well, there's 2 other reasons besides he could be well that could be the reason for that. The primary one is he's lying to get back to work, and he's covering his symptoms because he's a shit patient. And he wants to get out of there, and he's embarrassed. So he's going to lie about how he's feeling. His respiratory complaints have nothing to do with it because you can have happy hypoxia from this, not because you're short of oxygen.
Aside from our evaluation with the multidisciplinary team this morning, has maintained a full schedule, ambulating and working on the White House medical unit.
So he's been walking around, ambulating.
I'll now turn it over to Dr. Garibaldi to again discuss therapeutics. Thanks.
Hi, good afternoon. And again, I just wanted to echo the
It's a great team. Everybody's a great team. It's a great team.
sentiment of what an honor it is to be part of this wonderful team here.
That's what I like about this guy. Garibaldi. He's a team player.
To read. Yesterday evening, the president received his third dose of remdesivir. He tolerated that infusion without difficulty, and his kidney and liver function continued to be normal.
Yeah, the kidney and liver function damage and concern about that is not something that happens acutely. It's not based on an allergy.
Plan is to give the fourth dose of remdesivir this evening before he goes back to the White House, and we've made arrangements to deliver the fifth and final dose of his treatment course.
The fifth and final dose.
At the White House tomorrow evening. He continues on dexamethasone, and again, the plan.
How can you run an IV on a human being at home? You know, I mean, I understand what, you know, if you're just giving them kind of a lactated ringer, you know, but a full-on IV, gee whiz, it doesn't sound like a normal home for most people.
For today is to continue to be up and out of bed, eat and drink, and work as he is able. And I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Jason Blake.
I'd like to turn it over to the doctor,
who's an infectious disease specialist and the chief of medicine here at Walter Reed, to give some updates on infection control. Thank you.
Infection control, because the president is still infectious.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I just want to say what an honor it's been to be part of this medical team behind me.
As a former child star and current UFC referee.
And to care for the president. Since the president's arrival at Walter Reed, he's received medical management that remains in line with national clinical societal guidelines for treatment of COVID-19 infection.
Except he gets all the extra shit.
In addition, both myself and Dr. Wes Campbell have worked very closely with various laboratories in the area, state-of-the-art facilities to include USAMRIID and RARE on obtaining advanced diagnostic testing to really inform the White House medical.
Yeah, you can buy. Nope, still can't donate on YouTube. They've still shut me down.
Team of both the status of the president as well as his ability to transmit virus to others. Also, we have worked very closely with the Walter Reed team to ensure that we are looking very closely at infection control prevention strategies and the right posture that the president can safely return to his residence. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr.
Which, by the way, he wants to make a big show of in a few minutes. And let me know if he goes live.
Conley, who will.
Because they were saying 6:30, but he was shooting a video inside, and then he wanted to walk out the front.
Is there any final questions?
I mentioned it Saturday, but I'd like to reiterate myself just how grateful the President and I are to the men and women of Walter Reed, our colleagues at Johns Hopkins, as well as the many federal, private institutions that we've received support from. And so long as everything continues on the track that we're experiencing right now, this time, as the President already tweeted out.
You know, little inside jokes about how hard he works and how much he tweets. You know, he works hard, he tweets a lot. He's a tweeter and a worker, and he's a worker and a tweeter. I'm a worker, I'm a tweeter, I'm a picker, and I'm a grinner.
Is to get him home later.
He was live a few ago leaving Walter Reed. Okay, so we'll try and find that right after this, and we'll watch it.
With that, I'll take a couple questions.
He didn't do it. He didn't say anything. He just walked out.
Back to the
Whoops.
Steroids. You've said that he's still on those steroids. Those are medicines, as you know, that are usually given to COVID patients who are on ventilators or with low oxygen. So did you overtreat him? And if he's still on that medication, how is it safe for him to return to the White House?
We send patients home with medications all the time.
Yeah, not with dexamethasone, you don't.
In fact, yesterday afternoon, he probably met most of his discharge requirements safely from the hospital. And he's returning to a facility, the White House Medical Unit, that's staffed 24/7, top-notch physicians, nurses, PAs, logisticians, and the unit here, the team here behind me is going to continue.
Yeah, he's not going, guys, he's not going home. He's just going to the medical facility at the White House. That's what he's saying. Like, it's silly. This is a lateral move.
To support us in that nature. Yes?
What infection control measures are you taking? And how was it safe for him to drive around in a cloth mask yesterday? And how is it safe for him now to return to the White House where there have been so many cases? How's any of this safe?
So the
Bruh, come on, bruh.
The president has been surrounded by medical and security staff for days.
Yeah, while he's been contagious, while he's developing a disease that we have no cure for, and that you're using experimental treatments on him for.
Wearing full PPE.
Yeah, except when you're not. The Secret Service guys who were wearing it were wearing torn ones because they threw them on quickly.
And yesterday, the U.S. Secret Service agents were in that same level of PPE for a very short period of time.
Yeah, because it didn't fit over their suit, and the neck was torn, and it's embarrassing.
We've worked with our infectious disease experts to make some recommendations for how to keep everything safe down at the White House for the president and those around him.
Down at the White House, lying on the bed, getting intravenous special treatment so I don't get dead and burp.
We're looking at where he's going to be able to carry out his duties, office space, and I'll just say that it's in line with everything we've been doing upstairs for the last several days.
Hold on. Look at this. I just clicked on something I'm moving over to see if it'll jump over there. It did not like that at all. Here he goes. Is this him leaving? Yeah. Hold on. Right. Does he go out? This is their road feed. There you go. Oh, here we go. This is quality video. Look at that.
For live service.
Oh my God, quit that. That's just rude. Please stand by for health coronavirus, Trump hospital departure, aspect ratio 16:9. Very, very fancy. TVC ticker. No use in broadcasts. I'm not using it. Oh, there he goes. So is that them picking him up? Did it land? And then he comes out the front? Yeah, he wants to come out the front, right? Guys, you gotta clear out of here, okay? 'Cause seriously, just came by to pick up some salve. We look like we're watching the beginning of a bank heist. Looks like he's gonna run out of there with bags of money and fall down the stairs.
It looks more like the lie deal. You know what?
God, how long do they sit there? How long? Oh, here he comes. Secret Service holding the door. You ready? No, not quite. And no, not quite.
So if that guy sees his shadow, we only got one.
That's funny. Dude's making a joke in the background about that guy seeing his shadow. We've got 6 more weeks of COVID. Yeah, so here. I don't want to rush it. We want to catch every pithy nuance of this nonsense. See if he comes through here. These are my sound effects. Really? They give that to everybody? There you go. That's a little better. It's not worth it? Not worth watching it? Oh my God, he's lost so much weight. Look how he's boundless with energy. His hair is darkened. His tie fits. Oh, it's somebody else. Yeah, there he comes. That's his photographer. We see her running around all over the place. He's been coughing on her for days. She's going to clear. She's going to get in position. And then they're going to start. Yes, he is. I believe he is definitely scared. I think there's a lot of this that's all for show. And it's particularly creepy. Oh, there you go. There comes that guy again. Holding the door, and they'll open the other door for him. These are very heavy doors. Although they're those kind of doors that weigh like 2,000 pounds, but you can move them with a finger. they're just on other stuff, so we're clearing this. Secret Service is out there to make sure there aren't any germs hanging around that might want to jump on him. Okay, I'm walking out of the hospital with my weird lazy leg. Stand, hand job, and let's. Okay, I'm gonna use it. There it is. I think it's a good idea. Tapping his leg. Get working. Tap that. Tap. Don't fall down. That's a nervous man. There he is. Hi, guys.
Mr. President, how many staff are sick? How many of your staff are sick? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. How many of your staff are sick? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for noticing that I nearly killed dozens of people.
Think you might be a super spreader, Mr. President?
Look at this, Eddie. Do you see the head shake? Do you think you might be a super spreader, Mr. President? And he's like, motherfucker. Can't get a break. All I want to do is do my little photo op and go back to the bed at the White House. Here's a good question. How's Melania? Do you know, have you spoken to Herman Cain lately? Did he visit you in the night covered in chains and tell you that three COVID deaths will visit you during the night? Hand job, thumbs up. Yep, and off they go. This is amazing. Just run and get footage of him. That's, oh God, pitiful. Back to the abnormality of his thing. Does he have a double? No, he does not have a double.
Can you tell us when he had his last negative test? Was it Thursday?
No, he will not tell you. Oh shit! Sorry.
His last negative test.
I nailed that. Did you see that? Did you see me bring the cursor back to where it went? I mean, that was like lightning. I mean, that's like sniper level. I'm just saying. All right.
Was it Thursday? Was it Wednesday?
It was Tuesday, and he wasn't tested. His last negative test was before the weekend. Okay, can we just settle this crap for once? Can we not kid around and act like he's been responsible during all this nonsense? Seriously, this is embarrassing. He hasn't been getting tested regularly. He's been blowing it off. He's assuming everyone around him is tested, so he doesn't care. So, yeah, this is, I mean, he hasn't been getting tested. Then they started getting word that people were testing positive from the weekend event. And then, and so they tested him. He tested positive, and they either told him or didn't tell him. And he went to the whole thing. He went to the debate knowing he had tested positive. And then Hope Hicks got symptoms, and they, and that's when they started to panic. They retested him and then retested him. Oh, son of, and I just fix it and then I go back. So
we can't safely conduct down home.
Down home
Hold on. As quickly as is safe and reasonable. Every day a patient stays in the hospital unnecessarily is a risk to themselves.
Yeah, that's because 100,000 medical problems occur, missed medications or over medications or the wrong medication or they take out the wrong liver because you've been sitting there, or wrong kidney. I guess you only have one liver. So they take out the wrong kidney because you've been sitting there too long. So this is not a hospital. This is Walter Reed. He's the president of the United States. This is goofy.
And right now there's nothing that's being done upstairs here that we can't safely conduct down home.
Down home, man. There's nothing we can do here. Good old Walter Reed. I'll tell you that right now.
We got, oh, that's awesome. Thanks for the super hearts. Look at these. They pop up on screen now. That's beautiful. That's it. They've updated this software since. None of this. This is, Gonzo, you're absolutely right. In regular hospitals, they shuffle you out because they need to get the next patient in there. He's patient one. There is no other patient at Walter Reed in that section of the hospital but him. This is, yeah. So how can Trump leave when he has it? Because he's president and he can order it.
That 7 to 10 days was a window that you'd be concerned about. I don't think we're there yet.
No, we're not.
So Do you have concerns about potential worsening or reversal, and what are your plans for addressing that if it were to happen?
You're absolutely right, and that's why we all remain cautiously optimistic and on guard because we're in a bit of uncharted territory when it comes to a patient that received the therapies he has so early in the course. So we're looking to this weekend. If we can get through to Monday with him remaining the same or improving, better yet, then we will all take that final deep sigh of relief. But as I said, 24/7 world-class medical care surrounding him down there. We're not going to miss anything that we would have caught up here.
Don't say caught.
Physically going to be in the White House, and what does that look like? How do you keep him safely quarantined?
I wish I could go into that more, but I just can't.
I can't. Yeah, he's going to be quarantined in the White House. This is not like he's in an undisclosed location. You can say that even if it's not true. The premise is that he's going back to the White House and he's going to stay there. The only reason he would say that is because in the cover of night, in some other vehicle, under the illusion that he's going somewhere else, they're taking him back to Walter Reed sometime this week.
When can you begin dexamethasone treatment?
So that has something to do. Today we talked about that, the several little temporary drops in his oxygen, and we had discussed that as a team and elected to start it early in case that persisted or worsened. The potential risks and side effects we all discussed. We looked at the data and decided that we'd rather, push ahead on it than hold.
He doesn't want to survive his presidency. So if he can't be president, how many of us are watching breaking news while you're on? I don't know. What was that again? How many of us are watching breaking news instead of Hal? Sorry, Hal. No problem. What's the breaking news? That he's landing in a helicopter? I mean, honestly.
And risk, the opposite.
What about CT scans and chest x-rays? What have you seen on his campaigning?
As far as travel goes, we'll see.
His mental status, can you talk to about whether he has any neurological symptoms? Does he have any side effects from his medications? Any
Have you seen his Twitter feed?
fogginess from the virus?
No.
He's the same dumbass he was when he walked right in.
You've seen the videos and now the tweets, and you'll see him.
Yeah, he's a mess. They were posed photographs, weird video. He said everything was going great. He's what? Sorry? He's, that he goes in and he's on the air.
Shortly, he's back. Yeah.
He's back. Our favorite. I mean, he's back to where he was. Great. You mean he's back to Motang and person, woman, man, camera, TV?
Pneumonia or any inflammation in his lungs at all?
So we've done routine standard imaging.
Why would you do routine standard imaging on the President of the United States? Seriously. How stupid? What you would say is, we've done every possible form of imaging known to mankind. This is the President of the United States.
I'm just not at liberty to discuss.
So yeah, there was ground glass in his lungs.
Doctor,
So you're actively not telling us what those lung scans showed, just to be clear.
So there are HIPAA rules and regulations.
Yeah, no, they don't apply to the President of the United States. You just gave us his vitals, his temperature, all this other stuff.
Restrict me in sharing certain things for his safety and his own health and reasons.
Share how many times, you said his oxygen dropped several times. Can you share how many times he was on oxygen? You said
3 by my count.
We
check with the nursing staff.
Yeah.
And they've been doing it every morning.
Yes. So he the 2 episodes like we talked about yesterday, and both times that he received a little bit of oxygen and recovered.
Yesterday, so 4 at that count, or 5. 3 the days before, and then 2 on Sunday,
Immediately.
Was that oxygen required?
No, it wasn't required. He wasn't short of breath. He wasn't looking ill. It was more of us trying to anticipate needs and see how he'd respond. And in both cases, it came right off. He didn't need it from very long at all.
You were on board Air Force One for multiple trips. Are you at all concerned about your own exposure and exposure to the medical team?
I am concerned. but as a CDC.
But like everyone else in the White House, I think it's my duty to give this disease to as many people as possible.
He says there are caveats for essential employees that as long as you continue to test negative,
until you test positive, please go around coughing on people. Don't forget.
Remain symptom-free, and you keep a mask on when you're out and about, which we do inside the hospital 24/7.
Cheers, Cynthia.
Then you can carry on your duties. Yeah.
Oh, the president's an impatient man. Has he been itchy to get out of here?
Tell us a little colloquial story about it. He's a tweeter and a worker, and the last place he wants to be is in a hospital eating 2 scoops of ice cream in a negative pressure room.
The president has been a phenomenal patient during.
No, he hasn't.
His stay here, and he's been working hand in glove with us and the team.
Was it painful?
They got to the point.
Moon River.
And he's holding court with those of us around him, the whole team, going over all the specifics, the testing, what the future is, and we have been back and forth on what's safe and what's reasonable, and he has never once pushed us to do anything that was beyond safe and reasonable practice that we all first wanted.
Medical team who recommended against the president leaving here and going back to the White House today?
Nobody. Why would the president allow anyone on his team that isn't totally on board with his wacky ideas?
No.
The president said don't be afraid of COVID. Do you agree with that? Should we not be afraid?
I'm not going to get into what the president says.
His heart, liver, and kidney function was normal or improving.
If it improved, obviously it wasn't normal.
Improving, does that mean that there were effects, and is it all normal? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, it's all normal right now.
He's like totally the best, and it's getting better. I don't know how it's even possible. It's friggin' amazing, brah. Okay.
I would say he appeared to be a little dehydrated Friday. He was able to just drink and recover from that, and yeah, everything looks great.
Oh, I hope he does rallies, because whether he has long-term damage from this thing or not, God willing he doesn't, but he's going to go out and try to give a rally and be like worn out after 20 minutes. You watch. If he can make it up the steps.
What sort of things do you...
Yeah, so the big first thing that we need to do is that there is no evidence of live virus still present that he could possibly transmit to others. And that's what the infectious disease experts and some of our partners, military civilian entities, doing some of these advanced diagnostics just to see as soon as we can identify that. Routinely, we talk about a 10-day window, CDC guidelines, but we're checking him more routinely than just waiting 10 days. There's a possibility it's earlier than that. There's a chance that it's a little bit later, but we will know as soon as possible. And then we will look at him clinically.
I hope here's the thing. I hope he tries to debate. I hope he does the debate. There's going to be a different protocol. They're going to have to make sure that, they're going to set stricter safety precautions in that. But Biden said he wants to debate. If he does it, then so be it. I don't think this is going to be good for him.
Why have you decided not to administer hydroxychloroquine to the president?
Because we don't want to kill the president. Oh, next.
During his time here.
I'm not going to go into all of our debates about specific medicines.
So there was a debate. The president was like, should you be stuffing hydroxychloroquine up my backside right now? On a Dr. Greasy Finger?
Therapies, there are dozens of therapies that we were made aware of, that we considered, that we discussed and debated. And
yeah, we discussed it, and he debated it. We discussed the fact that it's stupid, and yeah.
And looked at, the existing literature on.
And yes, that existing literature that says, don't do it.
This is the regimen we chose.
Hydroxychloroquine.
In terms of COVID, is he having some of the muscle aches? Has he lost his sense of taste and smell?
No, we were just talking about that, what symptoms he has left. And he's even the slight cough that he used to have, He doesn't really complain of it all. He hasn't ever complained of muscle aches. Yeah, he's up and back to his old self.
Yeah, it's amazing how crushed Sudafed really hides those aches and pains.
Predominantly.
Next Monday, just to be clear, how long will he still be actively shedding the virus?
So this
I can't really tell you that. That's a matter of HIPAA. That's a privacy issue. If it's up to the president, has every right to shed virus. I'll tell you one thing: he won't be shedding it as long as Kayleigh McEnany. Am I right, bruh? Up top, bruh.
Morning, I believe there was even an accounting by Dr. Fauci referencing a 5-day, the first 5 days of illness that people are.
Yeah, that first 5 days is before you become symptomatic. During that window of 5 days, you can shed virus, and it gets increasingly higher until you start having symptoms. You can still shed it while you're having the illness. So, and you know that, and everybody behind him knows that. This is just dumb.
Most likely to shed live virus. There's a reason there's the 10 days is because most people by that time, after 7 days, most folks don't have culturable live virus. They put it to 10 just to give some extra space. It's never 100%, between everybody. So we'll see. I'm not going to put a specific number, but we look at that window is all I say.
Is this a basement green screen? No, this is real. This is real. This is garage studio.
Confined to his residence, or will he be allowed to return to the Oval Office?
We're going to do whatever it takes.
Whatever the president makes us do. The guy asked just if he was going to be confined to the residency, or if he could go to the Oval Office.
The president to safely conduct business wherever it is he needs to do within the residence and White House.
Do I think Bill Barr is positive? Yes.
Is he on blood thinners, and also has
yes.
he been using?
He's on baby aspirin.
Have you been giving him Tylenol, Advil, anything?
Oh, that
to bring
came
his
up.
fever
I would
down?
like to say he has not been on any fever-reducing medications for over 72 hours.
Okay, that's the whole. You're ready to go out. You're ready to go out the door. Once it's, you haven't been on, that's the standard they use for kids going back to school. Have they not had a fever without any fever reducers for 3 days? The dexamethasone will lower his fever. So dexamethasone is not a fever reducer, but it will do that. That's the ancillary effect of it. So what you're seeing right now is bullshit.
Yeah, he's on a routine regimen of COVID therapy. I'm not going to go into specifics as to what he is and is not on.
Why not?
But
why not? Why not? Why not? If it's a routine COVID amount, then why not? What's he having? I mean, I know he's on zinc. He'll be on vitamin C, vitamin D. He's on dexamethasone. He's got another treatment of remdesivir.
Here that the president had a
yeah, because it's not routine. That's exactly right.
Mild cough, some nasal congestion, and fatigue on Thursday. Now, back to my colleague Jen Jacobs' questionnaire. The reason knowing when the president's last negative test is important. For that reason, your words, what you said, and also for the contact tracing. But would you recommend it that, given those symptoms, that the president go to that Bedminster fundraiser?
No.
It's not up to me necessarily, the president's schedule, but I would say that it wasn't until after he returned that we really sat down, then knowing the news of the day that we
listen to this wiggle. Listen to this wiggle.
Really dove into how are you feeling? What's going on?
We dove into the day. How are you feeling? What's going on? Bullshit. He knew on Tuesday. He went,
Those were the symptoms he was experiencing on Thursday.
I'm not going to get into, operations.
Why not?
What was his last negative test, and what was his viral load?
I know.
What was his last negative test, and what was his viral load?
Everyone wants that.
Yeah, because that determines when he knew that he was positive or how frequently they're testing him, and that goes to whether or not they're telling people the truth.
Yeah, I don't have his viral load. Those are some of the diagnostics.
Yeah, Mike Pence has that.
that we're sending out that will really tell us when it's safe for him to get back out and around people.
Last negative test.
He took his mask off when he went inside. I'll look at it when we're done.
I'm not, again, HIPAA kind of precludes me from going in.
No, it doesn't.
Too much depth in things that I'm not at liberty or doesn't wish to be discussed. At some future point, maybe, but today, sorry. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks. That was awesome. Cool. Liked it. Felt good. That was awesome.
So that's embarrassing. I'm going to, let's see, Trump, Trump, White House, from Walter Reed. We'll find it. Here he is, Trump.
Jackson, again, is on.
Oh, my God, so loud. All right, so there you go. They were going to Biden giving a speech. Let's see if this, yeah, there we go. Here he is walking out. The president boarding Marine One. This is also, is this going to move much? No. Okay, cool. I got to, how do you scan up on this thing? I'm going to frame it. Yeah, so this is him leaving, getting out there, boarding Marine One. Let me move this over here real quick. He gets in and he takes off. It's super exciting. This is what it's come to, folks. We're just watching Marine One just kind of copter across town. This is great. This is it might as well just be a flying white Ford Bronco at this point. Look at that. We're tracking it in case Olympus has fallen, I guess, is the idea. Here's the special report. President Trump aboard Marine One heading back to the White House. Thanks, guys, for joining me on this very strange production day. I'm, of course, traveling, so thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry about our lack of our normal show technology and all the fun stuff around it, but welcome to the band's rehearsal studio. That's kind of an experience for some people, I guess, maybe. And I'm proud to do diggy biggy boo, and I'll chop down all the trees, and I'll dust all the reporters, and I'll smash their faces with leaves, and I gladly land here, take off my mask, and walk upstairs today. Dooby-dooby-doo. Play me a birthday song, please. Oh, okay. Jess. Is it your birthday today? I'm in LA right now, but I'm at the band's studio at our rehearsal space. We're very grungy in our rehearsal spaces. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Just Dollface. So glad you could be here with us to watch this crazy man walk up the stairs and take off his mask and act like nothing happened and the weird screen turns green. Happy birthday to you. What happens when we go back to normal? Will we lose HalSparks.live videos? No. There will always be problems I can deal with. Thanks, Cynthia. Believe me, there will always be trouble. It will just be, it'll be a kinder, gentler version of the show in some ways. Believe me, we'll have plenty of laughs. I mean, there's a very strong chance Mitch McConnell will still be in office. You know what I'm saying? So this, here he goes. Is he walking? That's it. This is again the angle. I don't understand this. Why not have a? Why not? I mean, there's reporters over there. There's people. There's still photographers. Why not have a video pivot? Oh no, the show must go on. My hair is very floofy today. This is what happens when production does things to it. Well, your birthday is when? Sorry, 10/10. Oh, that's nice, Philly Dana. Pre-happy birthday to you. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But it's strange, you know. Like he's going to, I mean, did he walk up the outside stairs and wave from the balcony? They were just trying to show him how many stairs he's capable of taking right now after getting out of the hospital. Because I know his sycophants are going to believe that, A, it was fake, or that he beat it and he's so amazing. Look at that. There's a lot of October babies in here. A lot of Libras. I mean, I have to say, this part of it's a little stupid. Like him waiting, us waiting for him to go up a flight of stairs. It's a little goofy. I just gotta say, you know, it's it doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. Does this move over here, you guys? What happened? So, look at that. My walk to end Alzheimer's I hosted yesterday. Socially distanced was a smash hit. Nice. Fantastic, Natalie. Yay. Big round of applause for Natalie in the chat room, everybody, for her walk to end Alzheimer's win. Good job. Fantastic. Oh, he's going. There he goes. I can walk stairs. And, I mean, he's going to need a 2-hour nap. Just from that, but this is definitely part of them making a show out of it. That he can walk upstairs and go back home, but he's going to go right in there, and then he's going to go straight back down into the medical facility. Don't cry for me, hand job, and he takes his mask off and goes inside. What a jerk! And in his pocket. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're home. Your wife has it, but not everybody else does. You got tons of staff there. Put your mask on. You're expressing virus right now, you jerk. He's just standing outside to watch. He's giving the thumbs up, and he wants to watch the helicopter take off. Is that what's going to happen? Hey, guys. How you doing? I'm just going to stand here and watch the helicopter take off. So cool. I'd probably stand there and watch the helicopter take off, too. It's pretty awesome. It's a great bird. He's tucking himself and straightening his tie, and he always looks like he's about to get a picture taken for 3rd grade. Here, get a picture of me where I'm standing and the helicopter's taking off, where it flies out. Go. Okay, wait, no. Get over my right shoulder, just like Mark Burnett told you. Get over there. I'll salute them. Get a picture of me saluting them. Oh my God, this is so contrived. Jesus. He's just holding the picture. Take off with the helicopter now. Take off. I've got my hand up here. She stopped taking pictures. You jerks. Keep your hand up there. Keep your hand up. Keep your hand up. Okay, we turn the lights up. There you go. Oh, okay. Signal. There you go. They're filming over his shoulder, and he'll do it again. Watch. Do the salute again right as they're taking off. Wait till it gets up, and then do the salute again. I'll tell you this is... Good God. Marine 1, save yourself. Clear the target area. You are carrying an infectious agent. Please report to decontamination zone 1. Thank you. Yeah, see that? Look at that. He's saluting it again. They're taking a picture. He'll do it again. Watch him do it again. Come on. They're trying to get a picture of him with it in the background. Wave. Wave. Bye. Okay, I'm done. That was a lot. Okay, take me down to the ICU here and give me my last dose of remdesivir. You think they bought it? 4-day stunt at the hospital to try and revive his faltering campaign. Yeah. Yeah, everything's just for a picture. Yeah. Yeah, but they want to get that, the survival rate of the virus is 99.95%. No, it's not. Go away. Because morons. These are what morons look like. Yeah, he's not going to learn anything. Like this is just the nature of Trump and his and his followers. They don't care that that 200,000 people have died. 200,000 people have died with all the shutdowns that we've done, with states continuing to be shut down, with all these let's see if I can do Trump statement. He'll make a video from inside there. Yeah, there we go. This was because we didn't get to cover this. Yeah, he looks haggard in this video just a couple days ago.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world.
You're not doing an ad for it, dude.
For the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully...
He's got notes on the right in front of him that he's hitting.
Good job of that, but we still have steps to go. And
No, I'm not in a blanket for it. Bumper was shooting a music video for his side project in here, and so they still have the set up in here.
Have to finish that job, and I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing and the kind of numbers that we've been doing.
By the way, I'm curious if they gave him a flu shot while he was in there. Yeah, his voice is ratty.
So proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them, not just in the U.S.
That's right. Yeah, he is. I mean, you can't die of COVID if you're going to go back to the temple of the mount and declare yourself God of the world.
Fighting for them all over the world. We're going to beat this coronavirus or whatever you want to call it.
Ask your doctor. They're right there, even though this was more than likely shot at the White House.
And we're going to beat it soundly. So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which...
What was that? I'm sure you guys saw that one. That's fun. What?
So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which... So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which... So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which... So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which...
That was, by the way, for those of you that were wondering what that is, they edited out a cough using a morph filter. So, yeah, there you go.
So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, some of them.
Some of them. Not all of them? You're not just guzzling everything available?
And others are coming out soon that are looking like, frankly, they're miracles.
Oh, so they're not giving those to you? You get the crappy stuff? That's sad.
If you want to know the truth, they're...
Why would I want to know the truth? Why start now?
Miracles. People criticize me when I say that, but we have...
They don't criticize you because you say miracles. It's because it's not a miracle, it's science.
Things happening that look like they're miracles coming down from God.
Again, this is, how hard do you have to lock down the evangelicals? Honestly, this is it. This is all he's got.
So I just want to tell you that I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test. So we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days. I just want to be so thankful for all of the support I've seen, whether it's on television or reading about it.
Yeah, mostly on television.
I most of all appreciate what's been said.
On television.
By the American people.
On television.
By almost a bipartisan consensus.
Yeah, no one wishes the leader of the free world death when you're talking about partisans. People who actually care about party and actually want a functioning democracy.
American people, it's a beautiful thing to see.
I don't want you to die. I don't want you to even get really, really sick. I want you to be really healthy when when state of New York takes away your business license and your kids are turning on you to avoid jail.
And I very much appreciate it, and I won't forget it. I promise you that. I
don't know that that's true, because considering the COVID cognitive complications, you may very well not know any of this stuff. And by the way, I've forgotten most of the crazy shit you've done. So at this point,
I want to thank the leaders of the world for their condolences. And
you what now? Their condolences? Do they think you're dead?
The world for their condolences.
Well wishes, dumbass. For their well wishes, for their condolences. Oh my God. They're really sad to hear about Bill Barr.
Of the world for their condolences.
Yeah, maybe they're talking about your campaign. They've seen the polls. We're so sorry for your loss. Yeah, we've noticed you've lost so many seniors. Yeah, it kills a lot of people. No, we mean you're losing seniors 63-30.
Know what we're going through. They know what, as your leader, what I have to go through.
What do you have to go through? What do you have to go through? A helicopter ride to the greatest medical facility on earth?
But I had no choice because I just didn't want to stay in the White House.
Melania is there. I mean, ew. Have you seen all the sick people there? It's disgusting.
Given that alternative, stay in the White House, lock yourself in, don't ever leave.
Again, what is this? What is this fatalist bullshit? Honestly, what is this nonsense? This goes to that whole thing about where Trump was saying, they want an indefinite lockdown. Like, no, people want a definite lockdown, a specific time scale with specific measures, the kind of shit you do when you make a plan. They were just telling me, like, people were suggesting, who on your staff is suggesting go into a room in the White House and never come out? I don't think that has to do with governing. I think they just want to get rid of you. Maybe it's your staff.
And they know what we're going through. They know what, as your leader, what I have to go through. But I had...
You're not my leader. You're my president. You're not my leader. You aren't. I don't look to you for leadership. I really don't. You're as a man, you're embarrassing.
Choice, because I just didn't want to stay in the White House. I was given that alternative.
Yeah, because they have a hospital there.
Stay in the White House.
Or stay in the White House. Like, what? They gave it to him as an option. Just stay in the White House. Stop breathing. See if I care. They just, like, Jewish mother guilted him into leaving.
Finn, don't ever leave. Don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Poor
Finn, don't ever leave. Don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it. Don't see people. Don't talk to people, and just be done.
Yeah, don't give people a contagious disease.
With it, and I can't do that. I had to be out front and
in the hospital.
This is America.
I had to be out front. No, you didn't. Out front is staying in the White House and insisting that you go to the Oval Office and everybody has to wear PPE around you so you can keep working. That would be out front. You went to the hospital. What are you talking about?
This is the United States.
Yeah.
Don't see people, don't talk to people, and just be done with it. And
don't stay away from people until the contagion is gone.
I can't do that.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
I had to be out front and...
You weren't out front. You went to the hospital. They put you in a negative pressure room. You were behind giant plastic tarps. Everyone wore PPE to see you.
This is America. This is the United States.
Oh, shit. Is that where we are? God, I always lose track.
This is the greatest country in the world. This is the most powerful country in the world. I can't be locked up in a room upstairs.
What do you think's going to happen? What did he think was going to happen at Walter Reed?
Totally safe, and just say, hey, whatever happens, happens.
Because that's leadership. As your leader, I think whatever happens, happens.
I can't do that. We have to confront problems. As a leader, you have to confront problems.
What do you mean confront problems? You got an illness and you went to the hospital. You didn't punch it in the face. You laid there while people administered IVs full of experimental drugs most people can't afford after you were helicoptered to the hospital.
Problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that.
What?
As a leader, you have to confront problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that.
Yeah, lots of great leaders, if they had a contagious disease, would make the hard choice. Literally, this dude loves Vladimir Putin. He thinks the sun shines out of Vladimir Putin's ass. This guy, like, if he could wake up and be in Vladimir Putin's skin tomorrow, he would do it. And Vladimir Putin keeps himself completely isolated and only talks to his staff on video.
So that's where it is.
Settled? Everybody got that? Everybody good?
That would have done that. So that's where it is.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I want to thank everybody. Our First Lady is doing very well. Melania asked me to say something as to the respect that she has for our country, the love that she has for our country.
Why? Did that come into question when she got sick? Are we to expect she would go, this fucking disease, okay? This is worse than Christmas decoration.
And we're both...
It's like he's hanging ornaments on my lungs. This is terrible.
Doing well. Melania is really handling it very nicely. As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit.
Ew.
And therefore, just we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people.
Age versus younger people. Just in case you're trying to keep... Is somebody taking notes on what this means? Age versus younger people. You know, how we do with age versus younger people. This is... Let me back up. What?
Just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, she's 25 years younger than him.
As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit. And therefore...
That was self-deprecating.
Or just we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people. And Melania is handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled.
Oh, that's good. That makes sense. She's handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled. This is next level stupid. And this guy's been on oxygen when we're watching this video. He has more oxygen in his system than he had days before. She's handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled.
And that makes me very happy, and it makes the country very happy. But I'm also doing well, and I think we're going to have a very good result. Again, over the next few days, we're going to probably know for sure. So I just want to thank everybody out there, everybody, all over the world, specifically the United States. The outpouring of love has been...
I want to thank everybody in the whole world, but not all of the whole world. Mostly one.
Incredible. I will never forget. Thank you very much.
Actually, he will. He's got the signs of primary dementia. So more than likely, he's going to forget a lot of this stuff. Yeah.
I want to...
Okay, and then there was another one. Hold on. Trump statement from Walter Reed. I'll see if we can get that up. Whoops. I can type. It's behind the camera. I don't know what you want me to tell. Okay, that's where he is. This is the other one. Breaking news.
Good evening.
Hi there. Is he gonna say? Where's his? Does he make? Is that just a picture, or does he actually make the statement? I want to see the actual statement. I don't care. I don't need a report about it. That's the one before he went. For God's sake, man. All right, hold on. I'll switch to my other camera, and then I'll find it that way. It might be, I think if I go to FactBase, they'll have it for sure. Because I didn't get to, some of these, like I started watching parts of them, but, let's see, 8 more. There we go. Yeah, here it is. It's a minute long. This is better than the 18 seconds. This, they have him made up and in a fresh shirt, and he's in the lounge area of the main Walter Reed area, the main Walter Reed suite that they have there. So they gave him a fresh shirt. He's wearing it. I don't know if they have he's got his girdle. The RSB network? No, I don't know. Right Side? Yeah, we watched Right Side a couple times. They're hilarious. They're desperately sad and awful.
We're getting great reports from the doctors. This is
me moving fast now that I have oxygen and dexamethasone, and they brought me over a little bit of my booger sugar, so I'm ready to go.
The doctors, this is an incredible hospital, Walter Reed. The work they do is just absolutely amazing.
He's talking like an old man who just pulled the tubes out of his nose and is now running around with no pants on.
I want to thank them all.
Well, then do it.
Nurses, the doctors, everybody here.
I didn't get anybody's names, but just thanks, guys. Bye.
I've gotten to meet some of the soldiers.
Why?
The first responders.
Why?
And what a group.
What a group. First of all, look how garbled his neck waddle is when he hasn't got it folded up and stuffed into his shirt. Look at that. It's nasty. Secondly, why are you visiting soldiers when you're expressing virus, you asshole?
So think we're going to pay a little surprise to some of the great patriots that we have out on the street.
On the street, I'm going to get in the car, we're going to take me for a ride, and then we're going to come right back.
They've been out there for a long time, and they've got Trump flags, and they love our country, so I'm not telling anybody but you, but I'm about to make a little surprise visit. So
Jesus Christ, this is so like outtakes from The Apprentice.
Perhaps I'll get there before you get to see me.
Yeah, you're not faster than 5G. I'm just saying.
But I just when I look at the enthusiasm, and we have enthusiasm like probably nobody's ever had. Our people that love the job we're doing, we have more enthusiasm.
Oh, there was a wiggle. Did you hear that one? That's not good. Listen to that. The people love it.
But I just when I look at the enthusiasm, and we have enthusiasm like probably nobody's ever had. Our people that love the job we're doing, we have more enthusiasm than maybe anybody. So
I don't even know what that means. It's so why are you so desperate to pat yourself on the back? You're behind by 14 points nationally. You're behind 5 points in Florida right now. You're losing old people because you basically said, well, we can lose a bunch of these assholes.
It's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school.
Remember, hey, you guys remember when you were little and you went to the let's read the book school? What? Okay. Dude, just say School of Hard Knocks. What the hell is wrong with you? This isn't the... Yeah, Trump University. That's not the let's read the book school.
Really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school.
Okay, good. We need to clarify that. This is not the let's read the book school. This is the draw pictures and finger paint. This is the eat paste school.
Get it, and I understand it. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it.
No, you don't. Here's what you don't understand. You paid $750 in taxes the first 2 years you were in office, and no taxes at all multiple years over the last 2 decades. And you are fighting the U.S. government to keep a $72 million tax refund that you got, which you don't deserve. You were audited, and they said you have to give it back. And you are fighting the audit. So this bullshit about I'm under audit and I can't show my taxes because I'm under audit is all him fighting this, okay? Understand. This is what this is. And so...
And it's a very interesting thing. And I get it.
Okay, so the idea that he somehow understands this now that he's look at the side suite of his hotel room. Think of the people that you've seen that have died on respirators in the rooms that they have them in, where they don't even have FaceTime, and the nurses are, trying to connect people with their families as they pass away. This asshole is standing in the lounging area of the presidential suite at Walter Reed. What do you get? What do you get, you second-generation rich kid? This dude has never made a dime in his life. He's a debt vulture.
I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing. I'm going to be letting you know about it.
Oh, yeah? Really? Are you going to tell us more than the doctor told us? What, like, stool, density, frequency? What are you telling us?
In the meantime, we love the USA, and we love what's happening.
What? We love the USA, and we love what's happening. I mean, it was a good show, but it was no different strokes. I really did enjoy it. I watched. I was a regular viewer when I would go to my neighbor's house. They had a TV when I was growing up, or if I was at my grandmother's, we would watch What's Happening, and I found it funny and heartfelt. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. But I just can't believe that What's Happening is his favorite show at this point. And especially What's Happening Now, even though it featured rerun a lot more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're getting...
This is so stupid. This whole thing. We love what's happening. We love our country, and we love what's happening. What kind of gibberish bullshit? So those of you that did not get a chance to see my let's add a thing. That you didn't, that you may not have seen my where's this? Okay, there we go. Join in there. Start loading, you weirdo. There's been so much over the last 4 days in particular, where just the news in and of itself is I don't want to say, like, it just feels like cats following a laser pointer. I mean, they did that gag on SNL, but that's effectively it squirrel, literally. Like, we all saw that today. This is, we all saw that they were just going squirrel today as he walked by. This is the idea that he thanked world leaders for their condolences, and then he goes out and does this stupid car ride, endangering the Secret Service, and all these people on Fox News going, these guys would give their lives for this president. You're like, yeah, they would. They're supposed to be there to catch a bullet even if they didn't vote for the guy or they can't stand him. They don't do it for the president. They do it for the country. Understand that, too. It's like all this stuff is like, these Secret Service guys, they would take a bullet for the president. They don't take a bullet for any individual. They take a bullet for the president of the United States, because if the president dies on their watch, the cascading effect ends with the death of tens of thousands of Americans over time, from the economy crashing and us going to war and all kinds of other shit. So the Secret Service, what makes them extraordinary is that they don't care whether or not they voted for you. That's what makes them extraordinary. They're doing it for the country, not for any individual. Unfortunately, this guy thinks that, these guys are all, Keith, what's his name? Keith Schilling, his bodyguard that was with him for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, he does not care about the Secret Service. They have a purpose. If one of them died taking a bullet for him, he would tell the story about how he almost got shot and how he, was smart enough to duck behind somebody. It's just gross. It's just gross. I don't see how any of this this plays out well for him. I'm going to, by the way, they found every Trump fan in the area to stand across the street from him. DC favors Biden. Oh, yeah. They rolled in there. Thanks, Cosmic Rose. Yes, you can indeed support the show through PayPal if you want to do that. Does this work? Did it go up there? There you go. Which is lovely. You're wearing, and that's, by the way, that's Hallie in my mask. That's my, although my hair is almost her length now. All I have to do is put on makeup and I'll be her again. It's much easier to do her than it was early on in this whole thing. SNL ripped off Sexy Liberal. Your mouth to God's ears. That's, yeah. Yeah, so, and that's the other thing, too, is so at this point, do we have a running tally of, like, nice. Thanks for cheering and all the bits and the love today. I can't see if we have a hype train or any of that stuff because if I open up other pages, this computer will crash. Even CT is up. Oh, Connecticut? Yeah. So, I'm scrolling through all this. Look at you guys. Like, Can't Stop Lying and Cosmic Rose are doing the boss work tonight. This is, and I have a question for you guys. Like, I believe it's real. I believe he really got it. I believe he got the best care in the world. I believe we know more about it than we did in the beginning, as all infectious diseases are. They know what not to do more now than they know what to do. This is almost any infectious disease where there's a way out of it, you learn things. The biggest thing that saved lives from April, quite frankly, I feel anyways, is that they learned what not to do, when to, how long to wait before they put somebody on a ventilator and the like, that stuff. So, hey, San Antonio, what's happening? All right. Thanks, David Bear, for gifting the subscription. That's cool. I am totally streaming Benny Logo style tonight, Benny Logo. Absolutely. And the steroids are definitely making him manic. That's clearly what's going on here. The ongoing, what we're going to see over the next, 4 days will be crucial as far as his health goes. But you have to understand, these people, he's the danger for him, and this genuinely, human to human, all crap, that I have with him aside. The worst thing that he can do is, even if he's beat this because they've given him a special cocktail of stuff that's helped him get through that, is the worst thing that he can do is bum rush back out onto the rallies and all that stuff to try and make up for all this time, and then end up getting laid waste to by this thing later. Or, even if it's not that disease, to just be worn out. Because, if Lenny Kravitz can pass out from dehydration doing a show, and a 74-year-old man who's just had COVID, who's gotten experimental treatments and rushes right back out to give speeches and gets long-winded and uses stimulants the way he does to get gacked up to do it, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for him. Now, I don't think he has a choice. That's the thing. I think, in the chat, just saying his staff is worried about that. Yeah, Semantic Romantic. Yeah, and he still has COVID. He's carrying it around. He's expressing virus. He's going to make other people sick if he comes in contact with him. It's a dick move to take his mask off. It's embarrassing. And the reason he took the mask off, it was to get the picture of him returning back, reporting for, it's John Kerry's reporting for duty, sir, moment again. That's what that is. So the danger to him is that he's going to rush back out there, get out over his skis and hurt himself. Have a big coughing fit at a rally that really makes the whole thing take a dump. It's not healthy for a 74-year-old man in that situation. The other things I would like to say for the record, I don't know why the Abbott stock has not taken a shit right now. Because they're the ones, they use the Abbott test in the White House. They've gotten dozens of false negatives. Most of these assholes walking around spreading it to each other were doing so with a false sense of security given to them by the Abbott test. That little machine he held upside down that he brags about having, and the little magic cardboard that they use as a secondary one, If somebody tests positive, they test them again. And if they test negative on that one, they let them go in, which is just dumb. If you test positive on any of them, beat it. Yes, Sexy Liberal tickets are on sale. SexyLiberal.com for the 24th is the next one. It's just in a couple of weeks. This one's rushing up on it. And boy, will we have material. Holy smokes. Good God. So he's, I think half the people are like, I hope that Trump is saving us from a Pence presidency at this rate. But, I mean, in all seriousness, his biggest fear, his circumstance, the dangerous part for him has got to be rushing back into this, trying to and getting out over his skis and just eating shit. It's dangerous for him at his age. I know all the trolls are going to think this is, false sympathy or whatever, and I don't care much for the man. But just like Dan Bongino, who's a maniac and a moron, the man has a tumor, and I hope he heals and beats it, and it's a horrifying thing, and for his family and everyone around him. I don't mind arguing politics or policy with anybody, but I'm not going to wish death on anybody, period. This is, and the idea that somehow this is going to help him, which is a story that's floating around. And I'll end on this because I got to sign off and get out of here. I got a long drive ahead of me. The debate will happen, I think. We'll see if they end up arguing to pre-tape parts of it so they can edit out his coughs. But I think there's a big group of Republicans and Trumpistan sycophants who think this is going to help him. They think that having had this and beating it is going to make him, is going to help him in the polls. What they don't recognize, and I think this is because they are seeing it through the eyes of people who are in a cult. Bongino's a right-wing blogger and YouTuber and whatnot, and he's on Fox News a lot. But either way, I mean, the dude found a tumor in his neck. It's sad. Like, that's terrible. Live long and prosper, my friend, so we can argue your bullshit, is what I would say to him. To his face, in person, and I hope to God it's benign and he heals. And I mean that. I'm not going to go back and go, that was sarcastic, the way Trump does. I mean it. What are your feelings on RVAT? What is it? Just clarify what RVAT means for me as far as you're doing it, because I see a lot of acronyms flying by at any given time. Right-wing victory, fun, anti-Trump. I don't know. So, MSNBC showed close-ups of Trump on the balcony. He was really heaving. He took his mask off so he could breathe. That's the worry that I have, is that to appear strong, he will make himself weak. And it's just, it's terrible. And it's, as a human being, I would rather people live to recognize the many ways that they were wrong than die thinking they were right as an asshole, honest to God. So, but my worry is he's going to rush out. They're going to try and get a rally by this weekend. He's going to do some sort of visit. And he's going to tell stories about it and how he beat it, and he's going to be gacked up on stimulants. And then the next day, he'll either have a coughing fit there or have a problem, which is really concerning, or they will, or frankly, like the next day, we won't hear a single word out of him. He'll be down for the count. Everything about Trump is a terrible example of how to handle something. Yeah, exactly, Rob. This is an example of the worst way to leader. Thanks, Moria. Imagine he catches it again. He won't catch it again. Unless he was lying. That's the hard part they run into. The other thing, too, is, like I said, I don't know if he got his flu shot while he was in there or if he even does. Why is Trump not quarantining? Because he's an egomaniac. The worry is actually the price he'll pay to own Biden and need to feed off the MAGA crowds. I'm talking just about relapsing, not any real ill will. That's exactly right. This is it's a scary situation. So, I have a feeling the next 3 days it'll be a lot more of what we saw over the weekend, where they're making appearances and releasing pictures of him working and, people wearing masks with him in the Oval Office. It'll be a good show to try and make it appear as if he's doing okay. But now, they're going to try and arrange some sort of public gathering where he can go out in public again. And whether or not, I personally believe that the science points to that you can't catch it again. There's been, anecdotal cases. It usually is someone's viral load ebbing and flowing. It's not that they didn't beat it. Thanks, Jennifer. The Flapper show was really fun. I'm worried that I gave people hypochondria, though, with it. But there are certainly concerns, I think, that while if he gets through it, he's not going to catch it again, but that his system will be so dampened by it. How will I be covering Biden's town hall meeting this evening? No, because I'm going to be on the road, Black Richie Rich. I've got to drive back to Vegas tonight from L.A., so because I finished work today, and if I hang out in L.A., I will be tempted to, because I've been tested and I've got masks and all that stuff, to go see people, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep. Hal, your show last night was fantastic and hilarious. Thank you, Melinda, and no audience. Yeah, he could be a long hauler, Cosmic Rose. That is a big problem. So I would appreciate it if you guys watch the Biden town hall all the way through, and he went out and he addressed sort of making a move towards the Latino vote in Florida this afternoon, making sure that he gets stuff that he wants to say out while he's there, that when it goes national, he might get one question on it, but they're going to cover that while they're down there. So really making good use of the time. It was smart. And I loved that Jill Biden pulled him back from the edge today. He was talking to reporters, and she yanked him back away from them, like, stop getting so close. Yeah, so I will be covering live the vice presidential debate for sure. Thank you, SJW Mod. Thank you guys for tuning into that Flapper show. I do those shows for free. I don't charge the club, so that they get the ticket price to help them keep their doors open. I love Flappers. I write a lot of comedy while I'm there. It's a good place. Barbara and everybody there, Josh and everybody who runs the place, they're good people, and they're really under it. This is, it's hard for them. So I'm doing one show a month for them, where I'm just doing a show for free, and they get whatever door or tickets they sell online. And I've already told my agent that once this unpleasantness gets behind us, I'm adding a Sunday show to all my touring weekends. I don't normally do Sunday, so when I miss the cookies at Flappers. They're pretty good, Carl. When I'm back out on the road, I usually, when I'm doing stand-up, I do Thursday through Saturday. I do Thursday, Friday, Saturday at a club, and do 5 shows. I'm going to be adding a 6th show on Sundays just for the club, where I'm not charging them, so they can sell tickets, and the staff can get tips and all that kind of stuff. Am I wearing a wig? No, this is my COVID mullet, and it's fantastic. See, look at that debilitated check. You need a movie or something, dude? Yeah. No, I'm in the rehearsal studio. The other studio is awesome. So anyways, I'm doing that for probably all of next year. Yeah, and the Sunday shows I will stream. That was part of it too, Leslie, is that I'm talking to some of them that have the capability, and I will just stream it live for the patrons. So, yeah. So I think that'll, that'll be a way to balance it out and stuff like that, Oh, thanks, the moms. It's not bad, it's growing out pretty good. It's like, it has a, it's got foof. When did Sexy Liberal tickets go on sale? I think, they don't tell me. So probably 2 days ago, in theory. Yeah. So, but it is definitely on for the 24th, the 24th, which is a week from this Saturday now. Jesus, what the God damn it? What is the date? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's in 19 days. So 2 weeks from Saturday. So I'm going to be, so that's what I want to do. That would be the plan, is that I would just set up a live camera, stream it to you guys, and you could watch it live, watch the Sunday live shows for free. And then, but either way, in town, if you're there and you come to one of the regular shows when I'm in town doing stand-up after the current unpleasantness, if you come back to they went on sale today. Great. Okay. So there's a post-show, a VIP, and that sells out really fast. And then there's, there's the next morning, Gonzo, though. We always do the hangover brunch. So that's the same thing, same experience. It's just not right after the show. It's the next morning at 11 Pacific our time, out here. So if you see me on the road and you come and see a show Thursday, Friday, Saturday, any of those things, post-penal drip, thank you for that. The Sunday show will be completely different material-wise. It'll be much more like the kind of freewheeling improv stand-up shows that I do when I'm at Flappers. It'll be all improv at that point. So, but those shows are solid. I stand by them. I have something called wit, and it's spontaneous, and it's a good time. So, I will take you up on that at some point, Black Ridgy Rich, once this is all over. I swear to God, I'm going to go on a, hug the Patreon tour after this is all over. I swear. Yeah, blame me. That was my line. Post-penile drip was very funny last night. I just thought that up. Come on. That's it. You have to watch the show. I'll post it once they give it to me. But yeah, so if you come and see me live, any of those dates, and in next year or when things start to balance out and do those things, then the Sunday show will be different if you want to come back, and it helps the club. So there you go. And I will definitely be coming to San Diego. I'll be definitely coming to Kansas. I'm definitely coming to Chicago and New York and Detroit and Grand Rapids and Cedar Rapids again, and everywhere as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, I'll do a Patreon whistle stop. That's a great idea. And I will definitely be back out in the UK. I would love to do the Leicester Square Theater again. Yeah. Lord Fuckwad, what? Minneapolis, absolutely. We'll be through New England. Usually when I do New York, I'll go through Connecticut and Vermont and Long Island, those kind of things. Denver, absolutely. Comedy Works is awesome. Nashville, Zanies, absolutely. The Comedy Gallery East, I think, is the last one played up there. Dallas, we do. Arlington. Arlington has an improv that I usually do. And a Nerd Halen tour will definitely be happening. That's got to happen. Gonna make it happen. Boston, love Boston, absolutely. Sure, Seattle, once they get a club again. I know, Farquaad from Shrek. That's what his name means if you say it fast. That's where they got it from. Lark Farquaad. I'll follow you through the Northeast like a groupie. That's awesome, Gonzo. I always vary up the show, so you don't have to worry. Yes, North Carolina, I'll do Raleigh and the outlying area. We're going to, believe me, I'm going backwater when all this nonsense goes. I'm going to the little places that, you know, that they normally don't book me in. If I have to get, like, rent a station wagon and, you know, drive it way out in the middle of nowhere, I'm up for it. It's going to happen once these shows go again. I actually have some live shows booked. I just don't know if they're going to actually happen. I'm doing Kansas in November, and which I kept on the books so I could see family. And I'm also, it's weird, but I haven't posted them because I'm not 100% sure. Yes, I do shows in Canada, mostly Toronto. Syracuse is lovely. Yeah, Greenville, South Carolina. Phoenix I've done many times. It's a great place. We'll be back in Phoenix for sure. I doubt November will work as well, Jeff. That's why I'm kind of, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Tom. So, anyways, bring plexiglass. It's not a bad idea. I don't understand. You know those drum riser covers? You know what I'm talking about? When they, in clubs where where the drums can overwhelm everything, so they have the drummer behind a plexiglass angled plate like that. Why not just do a show behind that? You know what I mean? I'm the spitty one. Everybody can sit in. If people go to restaurants, they can go to these kind of things. Yeah, just throw up a drum shield. I think that's a plan. I love New Orleans. I've only done comedy down there for the Humane Society. I do. They have a gathering that they normally do there, so I perform there to raise money and awareness to help the animals. Yeah. All right, I'm signing out because I got to hit the road, and you guys got to go watch the Biden thing. So I adore you guys. I will see you tomorrow at the normal time. Everything will look much more what you're used to. These are the guitars. There are many back there. You want to see this? I'll show you the special one. Hold on. Let me show you the special one. Give me a second. Get these cases out of the way. There's just so much stuff. For God's sake, man. Here, this guy's pretty beautiful. So, this guy, is, it's not in tune. But it's a, yeah, it's not quite this is an ESP. It's not an expensive guitar at all. It just plays really well, and it's really pretty. And they asked me, ESP, asked me what kind of, finish I'd want on this guy. And I had read an article that Instagram pictures with blue in them do better. So I was like, I don't have a blue guitar. That's a good idea. So this is the Blue Velvet. I think I should name her Mommy or something. I need to come up with a name for her. But anyways, this one's going back with me to Vegas because I'm recording with it. So I'm bringing it with me. So there you go. It's lovely. So anyways, I will see you guys later. I don't want to be too exhausted. It's going to be a long drive. I got 4 hours on the road ahead of me. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of somebody else. I adore you. I'm glad you jumped in here with me. And the Bluebell. That's not a bad one. That's pretty good, Gonzo. Let's see. Beast from X-Men is blue. You know what I mean? So, it's maybe the Motang? You think this is the Motang? Right. Yeah, everybody has to see if we can decide. Maybe we'll have a vote on the top names. Something. It should be a blue, related, but not the word blue in it. Blue Velvet's pretty close. The Blue Velvet is pretty funny, but if I name it the Blue Velvet, it should be named after Dennis Hopper's character or something like that. You know what I mean? What was his name? Hold on, I have to look that up. Dennis Hopper, Blue Velvet. Sorry, you guys will probably know before I finish typing with one hand. Frank, that's right. Just name this one Frank. Frank. It's a good one. Bobby Vinton. That's good. Yeah. So, all right, I'm signing off. Motang Blues is not bad. Although I have another guitar that might deserve the name Motang, but we'll see. Either way, you guys are fantastic. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Be safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock, the regular time. I want to thank the trolls again for showing up and boosting our numbers. You guys really bring your A game. I appreciate it. Thanks for adding all those viewer eyeballs to my stuff. It really makes a difference. It helps us reach our goals faster. So thanks very much, and I'm sorry if we ignore all of your threats and intimidations and silly side cul-de-sacs of bullshit conspiracy theories. I'm sure someday you'll meet someone and settle down, and it'll happen, and then you'll forget about all this nonsense. But until then, I'll see you every day. All right.